Good afternoon, children. In my previous video, we have started the chapter environmental pollution. Now, there are mainly four types of pollution. Already I discussed air pollution, water pollution, land or soil pollution, and noise pollution. Now, before going to these topics, already that day we have discussed air pollution and water pollution. Today I will recapitulate those topics and then I will proceed with the other topics. So what is pollution, dear? Anything undesirable substances, that is the pollutants mixing with the environment and making it dirty or unfit. These are unwanted things. They are mixing with the environment. They are called pollution. Now, what is air pollution? The unwanted things that are mixing up with the air is called air pollution. Now, how air pollution is caused? Mainly air pollutions are caused due to the factories, chimneys or vehicles. They are coming out the smokes from the chimneys, the vehicles. They are mixing up with the air and making our air unfit for breathing. And it is becoming dirty. The air is becoming dirty. And due to air pollution, many diseases are caused like breathing problem, coughing, whooping, then chest pain, asthma. These are the common problems arise due to air pollution. What are the effects? What will happen if the air pollution is there? It will lead to many diseases. We will fall sick. Now, what is happening? The earth is becoming warmer and warmer. The global warming is due to air pollution. Now, what are the measures we can take to reduce the air pollution? Garbages should be avoided burning in open space, otherwise it will spread. We should dump them. Then use of CNG, that means the vehicles should run on CNG gases. Okay, then it will pollute less. Then the owners of the factories should be instructed that they should take care of the chimneys, that the smoke which is coming and polluting the air, it should be stopped. They can at least check the problems and then the percentage of pollution will reduce. So these are all about air pollution. Now, water pollution. The contaminated, unwanted things, they are mixing up with the water bodies and they are polluting the water. We know water is very important for the survival of life. This air and water, these two are very important things for every living beings. Air is also very important. We should plant more and more trees and it will increase the level of oxygen. So, air is also very important, essential part of living beings, and water is also one of the essential, because without water we cannot survive. Now, the water bodies are being polluted through animal waste products, then food products, then we are immersing the idols into the water, then contaminated silt and heavy metals are poured, then oil tankers, they are precipitating and they are making the water bodies dirty. Then the outlets of the factories and chimneys, they are being made in towards the rivers and they are mixing up with the water bodies and they are polluting the waters. What is happening? It is leading to many health hazards. Many diseases are occurring. So we have to take steps. Even government is taking steps in conservation of water, recycling. They are taking care of. Ganga action plan has been taken up, clean the river Ganga. So these are the small steps that have been taken by the government. We have to also come forward in towards to join hands with everybody to keep our surroundings and water bodies, the natural water bodies clean. So, what are the measures we can take to clean the water bodies? So already I told about the government initiatives, and from our side we have to take initiative that before discharging the waste products into the water bodies we should take care. And the sewage, water thrown in the dust drains, that also should be taken care before mixing up with the water bodies. Now next come land and soil pollution. Many waterborne diseases are caused due to water pollution. There are many waterborne diseases, okay, like jaundice, cholera. So these are caused due to waterborne diseases. These are due to water pollution. Next is land or soil pollution. Land is also one of the vital factor which we should keep as human beings. We should try to keep it clean and not to pollute. How they are polluted? We throw garbages on the land, and then we are mixing up the pesticides, insecticides in the soil to increase the cultivation, increase the productivity of the land. But at last these chemicals are only, in the long run, they are hampering the quality of the soil. Then many natural calamities are also there due to which land are polluted. Pollution is created. Burning, and one more point here for air pollution, that is burning of crackers. We should immediately stop burning of crackers. Okay, that also pollute the air. Now, for land and soil pollution, we will think that we should not throw plastics, bottles on the land, because they will bury it into the land and then they will pollute the quality of the soil. So let us come next to the noise pollution. It is also one of the important part which is creating pollution in our environment. Noise pollution. Too much sound will lead to noise pollution. Playing loudspeakers in a loud volume, and it will affect your health also. Sometimes hypertension, the anger, irritation, these also occurs due to noise pollutions. You cannot hear loud noise. When there is, if you are walking in a place where there is loud noise, use earplugs so that it not should affect your ears. And moreover, in silent zone area, that means near hospitals, schools, you should not blow horn unnecessary. You are running the vehicles, you should not unnecessary, the jam is there, you wait for a while. If it is clear, then you go slowly. Without any reason, you are going on, honking of horn is going on. Honking of horns, everyone is going on, doing. So that creates a lot of noise pollutions, and that will also affect our health. Even in our social gatherings, loud musics are played, so loud, in a loud volume. So how we can control them? Please don't blow horns unnecessarily. Don't burn the firecrackers which are having loud sounds. Okay, then the vehicles should be controlled so that the noise, unnecessary honking of horn should not be there. So these are the small. In silent zone area, don't make noise, don't unnecessary, don't talk loudly, and these all will create your health hazards also. So what I told, headache may be there, irritation, angerness, fatigueness, then hypertension, these all occurs due to noise pollution. The last and the very important topic, it is waste disposal. Now, due to pollution, we are having waste products. It is very common that after using household activities, the garbages are thrown. Don't throw anywhere else. The proper disposal should be there of the waste products. And we should always remember the 3 R's. What are the 3 R's? Reuse, recycle, and one more is what? Reuse, reduce. That is very important. That is reduce, reuse, and recycle. These 3 very important. These 3 R's. We will discuss one by one these 3. Now, these 3 R's are what I told: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Now, the first one is reduce. We can reduce the use of items which are not friendly with the ecosystem, or they are non-biodegradable. That means they are not mixing up very quickly with the soil, or they are not disposed, like polythene bags, poly bags, Okay, so we should avoid using those. In place of polythene bags, we can use paper bags, jute bags, so we can use those things. We should encourage using of biodegradable products and throwing off waste products, vegetable peels like household products. So fruit peels you should not throw the as waste. It can be used as compost. You dump it and make it compost and again reuse it for your plants and for your in your garden you can use these as compost. Then reuse of small clothes, you can make it cushion, cover of cushion, then clothes of dolls, then small toys, you can make use of doormats with the unused products. And recycling and recycling should be encouraged by again processing. That means we should waste products should be segregated, plastics, then bottles, then the household kitchen products, they should be segregated and they can be reused and recycled for other useful products. So in this way we can save our environment from being polluting. Thank you.